feel free to start with any questions.
Coach, you guys shot over 50%. I think it was the first time in a month. I know you had a lot of focus on defense going into the conference season, but were you glad to see the offense finally click in a game like this?
Yeah, I thought we passed the ball extremely well in the first 4 minutes of the game especially. We really looked really good. I think we had maybe 20 points in the first 4 minutes because we were sharing, and then we got a little sloppy and had 5 straight possessions where we got nothing out of it. And that's what we have to eliminate. Because when you're playing the Miamis, the North Carolinas, the NC States, the Notre Dames, all the top teams in our league, that 5 possession stretch can cost you a ball game. And I thought we did a nice job of regrouping from that, especially in the second quarter. And then we came out a little flat defensively in the third and gave up 4 straight points. But I thought we bounced back. It was at one point 9-8. They'd outscored us by 1. And then we finished the quarter 21-12. So I was really pleased with that.
Coach, just a question about Mikasa, not on the bench, not in tonight. Is that the concussion protocol? Or?
Well, yeah, I mean, she probably could have come to the game, but it's the smartest thing to do is just give them as much rest as you can, especially with all the noise, the lights. Just allow her to stay at home. And we talked to her about that, and she's been feeling better. So there was no sense to have her over here with all this noise and the lights. So she's back in the dorm, and hopefully she's resting and sleeping.
With Mikasa out, it gave you a chance to get Lindsay and Sagan a few more minutes. How big were they today, especially Lindsay coming in the first half there?
Well, I thought they both did a really nice job. But, Linz goes 3 of 5 from the field, ended up with 9. Sagan in 12 minutes had 4 assists. I thought she made some really nice passes. We're continuing to challenge them because they're good basketball players, and it's not that it's the fact that you're playing with 3 guards that started on a Final Four team. So it's going to take some time to try to get in there and get yourself adjusted. But they've really been doing a great job at practice. I've really been pleased with them. And, this hopefully will continue to build some confidence and give me some film to be able to show them. Here are things you got to be able to do. Here are things you did well. It's always nice to have game footage.
The defensive effort was fantastic. In fact, you got them into 24 turnovers and scored 27 points off those turnovers. You had to be pleased with what you saw defensively, especially in the second half.
Yeah, I thought we did a really nice job. It's a ball club that I think was averaging up in the 70s, throughout ACC play. So it's not just, in the non-conference. And we took that into account. We knew we were going to have to try to come out and disrupt some things. But I've got to give Joanna some credit. I mean, I thought they ran a few things that we had to adjust to. They slipped the big kid 3 or 4 times and shot some layups, and then we finally adjusted how we were guarding the on-ball defense there, and we had some more help come from the weak side. And that's what you have to do. That's when you play somebody that can coach. And Joanna is very good at what she does. You're going to have to make adjustments because they're going to make adjustments. And I was really pleased with how we responded to that.
Kylie with a huge game today for you offensively as well, and she was going to the boards with a lot of.
No, she did, and that's one thing. I mean, I've been challenged her, and that's what I really appreciate about Kylie is she's asked me to continue to challenge her. She wants to be as good as she can be, so she's like, please get on me whenever you have to. And offensively, she's been putting in the time in the gym, working on her 3, and then also working on finishing around the basket because she went about a month where all she worked on was with Molly on finishing at the basket. Molly would sit there and beat her up after practice, and she'd work on finishing with contact. And, I think that's the biggest improvement that she's had this season because she's making more around the basket in 1 year than she did her previous 2. But then she stopped working on her 3. So her 3-point shot went a little south for about 5 or 6 games. And then I had to talk to her about, it's tough out there. You actually have to do both if you want to be good. And she's buying into it. Defensively is where her next challenge is going to be. I've got to have her move more without the ball when her man doesn't have the ball. So when they try to post her up, she's in better position to stop somebody. But I'm really pleased at the development that she's making. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. Hope to see everybody here Thursday. Should be a heck of a ball game.